ما هي حقيقة الشيطان وكيف يجري الإنسان مجرى الدم في العروق وكيف يسلسل الشيطان في رمضان.
She is asking about the reality of Satan and how he runs.
Yes, I understood this. Yes, that's right. Yes.
And how he runs in the veins and vessels of blood in human being, and how he is chained in Ramadan.
That's right. On this issue, I have spoken in many sermons and also in question answer sessions. Particularly during Ramadan, I spoke on the issue of the meaning of how the Satan is chained during the Ramadan. Now, first of all, I'll speak on the first part of the question, which is how does it run in blood? In fact, we all know, not only Muslims but all human beings, that within us are two voices. One is urging us to evil and the other refraining us from doing evil. And these voices are common to all humanity. So the one voice which urges us on to evil is called nafs-e ammara. So when Hazrat Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke of Satan running into the blood and veins of everybody, that is what he meant. That within us are the voices of evil and also voices which prevent us from doing evil or listening to these voices of Satan. So this is one meaning of Satan, which he explained to us.
يقول أمير المؤمنين أنه تحدث في هذا الموضوع في خطب الجمعة وفي لقاءاته وفي دروس شهر رمضان، ولكن يمكن الإجابة بإيجاز عن هذا الموضوع في أن كل إنسان سواء كان مسلم أو غير مسلم يوجد في داخله صوتان، صوت يدفعه نحو الشر وصوت يدفعه بعيدا عن هذا الشر. الصوت الذي يجذب الإنسان نحو الشر هو الذي أطلق عليه النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الشيطان، أو هذا هو النفس الأمارة بالسوء التي تسمى الشيطان، وهي تجري في الإنسان مجرى الدم لأنها تدخل في تكوين وفطرة الإنسان.
And the second voice which warns us against falling prey to this evil voice is called nafs al-lawwama, and they are Quranic terms, and all the traditions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ should be understood in the light of the Quranic injunctions.
أما الصوت الثاني الذي يدفع الإنسان بعيدا عن الشرور فهو في التسمية القرآنية يسمى النفس اللوامة، ويجب أن نفهم أحاديث الرسول وتوجيهاته على ضوء الآيات القرآنية والمسميات القرآنية.
Now, as far as the second hadith is concerned regarding the Satan being chained during Ramadan, that is not a general statement like the previous one is. Satan is found running in every bloodstream of every human being. That is a generalized statement. But the Satan being chained is applicable only to the Muslims and believers who witness Ramadan. Because Ramadan only comes for those who follow the injunctions regarding Ramadan. It doesn't come for the rest who don't care about Ramadan. So that is why this hadith should be understood in its close application to the Muslim's life during Ramadan. But that again is an expectation. Many people among the Muslims continue to do sin, lead a life of sin, and Ramadan doesn't have any message for them. Now, this doesn't mean that Rasulullah ﷺ is wrong. It means that they have proved by their action that they are not the true followers of Islam, or their Satan must have been chained. So the chaining of the Satan is a must for all true Muslims. Whose Satan is not chained, he walks out of the pale of Islam in application to this tradition of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah.
Hazoor, that means the chaining of the Satan is done by the man himself, not from outside.
No, by God,
Yes.
but when he submits to God and prays to him during Ramadan and resolves that he will not listen to evil,
The initiative
then
from the
Satan
man.
is chained by Allah
Yes.
for him.
Yes.
Otherwise, we are not capable of chaining Satan ourselves.
أما فيما يتعلق بسلسلة الشيطان في رمضان فالوضع الطبيعي هو أن الشيطان يجري في الإنسان مجرى الدم في كل إنسان. أما المؤمن المسلم المطيع لأوامر الله تعالى فإن الشيطان بالنسبة له يكون مسلسلا، أي أن طاعته لله تجعل الشيطان مسلسلا لا يستطيع أن يجري فيه ولا أن يؤثر فيه.
It applies only to those about whom it is said, وَمَنْ شَهَدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ, and they are only the Muslims.
وهذا يتضح من الآية القرآنية التي تقول فمن شهد منكم الشهر، أي الذي فهم معنى هذا الشهر ومعنى الصيام وأداه حق أدائه، فهذا هو الذي شهد الشهر، وبالنسبة لهذا الشخص يسلسل الله له الشيطان فلا يستطيع أن يصل إليه. Did I miss anything? Okay. That means the question is, what is the reality of the Satan? Is it this phenomenon or is no physical shaitan?
I'll explain.
Yes.
That is the Satan which runs in our blood. Now, Ramadan is a period when the nights are spent by all believing Muslims who are dedicated and true in singing the praises of Allah and remembering Him and doing tahajjud and this and that, recitation of the Quran, etc. And the days, the man is bound by the laws of Ramadan to refrain even from those things which are permissible in ordinary situations. So it is the Satan in him which is chained. He is not permitted to do this, to do that. He has to be very careful about how he speaks, how he responds to the situations of anger and pleasure and things. So in every situation, he is bound by the injunctions of the Quran, and this is the binding. And it is the Satan in him which is bound. He can't raise a voice because the other voice becomes stronger. He says, you are in Ramadan, you must not respond harshly even to abuses hurled against you. You should exercise patience and this and that. Should not cast your looks around, against the injunctions of the Quran, etc. So Ramadan is a period when man feels bound. Everybody feels bound. And when the Roza is finished, one feels as if he is relieved from the prison. So that is the Satan in him which is bound. And if there is no Satan, there is no sense of binding, because the Satan is dead then. But everybody has a Satan, some smaller or bigger.
يقول أمير المؤمنين أن كل إنسان فيه جزء من الشيطان يزور أو يكبر حسب حالة الإنسان. وقد ذكر الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام شهر رمضان لأن هذا الشهر يكون الإنسان فيه صائما ويقوم الليل وبالنهار يلتزم بآداب الصيام فيكون حليما مؤدبا يراعي هذه الأمور. في هذه الحالة تكون نوازع الشيطان كلها مقيدة، يكون شيطانه مقيدا بداخله، وإلا فإن هؤلاء الذين لا يستجيبون لتعاليم الله يصومون ومع ذلك فإنهم يرتكبون الأخطاء والآثام لأنهم لا يؤدون الحقوق التي توجبها عليهم فريضة الصيام.